Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Unboxing It. Alright, so it is official. Apple has completely canceled and said goodbye to their AirPower project, which for those of you that don't know what AirPower actually is, AirPower was Apple's entry into the wireless charging mat market, and a lot of people seem to be excited about it when Apple released it 1.5 to almost 2 years ago. In September of 2017 with their newest iPhones at the time. The special thing about AirPower, besides, compared to other wireless charging mats in the market right now, was that you could simultaneously wirelessly charge 3 devices at the same time. In fact, Apple's demonstration in 2017 was them showing themselves charging an iPhone, wireless charging AirPods, and an Apple Watch all at the same time. Now, I know some of you may be thinking that's just some standard stuff in the wireless charging mat market, but that is actually a very, very significant feature for a wireless charging mat specifically. In fact, AirPower was supposed to have its own specialized processing chip for processing. You may be thinking, like, what does that have to do with wireless charging? But that would help with some animations. When you place your iPhone, it would show a special animation saying your phone is charging, stuff like that. Apple has sent out a notice or report or whatever you want to call it, explaining how they're not going to be selling AirPower anymore. In fact, here's the notice they sent out earlier today. After much effort, we have concluded AirPower will not achieve our high standards, and we have canceled the project completely. We apologize to those customers who were looking forward to this launch. We continue to believe that the future is wireless and are committed to push the wireless experience forward. Now, the truth is, I personally think that Apple was really counting on actually releasing AirPower and was really hoping to release it last year. And now they're saying they're completely canceling it. After all, after the many times they have delayed AirPower. So my speculation, like, there's no proof at all to back this up, but it's just what I'm assuming and hoping Apple will actually do, is since they know that a lot of people were hyping AirPower up and a lot of people were actually planning on buying it, they might just release another wireless charging mat that does not have any overheating issues that they were facing with AirPower, and just have it so that it only works with one device. Just make it simple like other wireless charging mats. And then once they release that, then later say, okay, we've had some more time to develop AirPower, and now we're setting aside the one we released before just to tie you over, and now here's AirPower for those of you that were really wanting it, and when we first announced it. So if you take a look at any of the current wireless charging pads on the market right now, whether it's by Samsung, Mophie, or any other third-party manufacturer that makes wireless charging pads, you'll see that the common thing between all of them is that they all only charge one device at a time. The different thing between Apple's AirPower and just a normal standard wireless charging pad currently on the market is that they would have a ton of different wireless charging coils in the wireless charging pad itself that would overlap on top of each other and try to be in a very slim and compact design. And basically the whole plan was no matter where you placed your phone on the pad, it would start charging. So even if you put it on the very edge of the pad, it would start charging. And in theory, that seems to be a very cool feature. And if Apple were to actually release their AirPower wireless charging mat with this overlapping wireless charging coil technology, some might even say it would be a pretty big breakthrough in the wireless charging pad market, or even in the entire technology markets, because the market currently doesn't have anything like that right now. But of course, Apple decided not to release AirPower after all, because they were facing some major overheating issues, and in some cases would even harm the device that the pad was charging. Now, the interesting thing is that Apple had to have canceled the whole AirPower project very recently, because in fact, if you take a look at any of the AirPods wireless charging case boxes, they have a picture of AirPower advertising that you could use AirPower with your wireless charging AirPods. So I thought that was interesting that they're advertising on their AirPods that they just released about 1 to 2 weeks ago, and now they're saying AirPower won't be happening at all. So they clearly had to have made the decision that AirPower's going to be canceled very recently. So with that said, thank you for watching. Make sure to comment, share, and subscribe below if you have not already. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.